It's time for the hunted to become the hunter. In today's Meta Monday episode, I return to the oldie but goodie hunters. And with S-rank Akira Tagashi joining the fray, what are some new tools that make this deck superior to what it previously was? Per the usual, in some ways I'll be repeating some aspects of the set review episode for hunters, but in addition to this, look at additional interactions that I previously hadn't discussed. As always, if you enjoy these types of videos, do consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and hitting that notification bell for more future content. Once more, I'd like to give a huge shout out for Lepony on chatting with me about hunters, and there's just a few minor new tools to use. Gumdramon being one of the newest ways to filter through the deck. Consider you can trash any card with save in its text to draw 2 cards. While true it does mention Hero, there's not a lot of focus with that deck here. Cross-up is arguably one of the newer cards that can help facilitate some of your bigger plays. The newest Arresterdramon is also nice because it adds a more generic Tamer play of Hunter or Hero trait cards. Not to mention its on deletion lets you recover pieces from the trash before saving itself. Not saying you want to max this out automatically, but it is another nice piece to add. If you do happen to base more in purple, this is where you can add more cards like Calling from the Darkness, or even the Trainings if you really need to. My recommendation though is not to use these. Frankly, with so much Royal Knights and Demon Lords roaming around, it's more than likely that those pesky floodgates will be making a big return. Arresterdramon Superior Mode is a new Digimon that when Digivolving, this Digimon may attack without suspending. Conveniently, because a lot of your newer Digimon provide DP buffs, if you can maintain turn on the Digivolution, you not only get to attack without suspending, but after that attack, you could attack again. A slightly different order from the OG Superior Mode in that you'd attack first, and then assuming you have 4 or more Digivolution cards, you'd attack without suspending again. Tagiruakashi offers a draw 1 and memory gain, by placing a Digimon with save in its text or the hero trait. Additionally, when you would Digivolve into a card with save in its text, you can reduce the Digivolution cost by 1. But is it a necessary 4 of? That remains to be seen. And then for the options, we have Cross Up, a 1-cost option that lets you place one Digimon card with save in its text under any of your Tamers. Then one of your Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card with save in its text from your trash. Security-wise, you can play a card with save in its text and a play cost of 5 or less from your hand or trash without paying the cost. Then add this card to your hand. Best of all, you could potentially play Tamers from this effect since it denotes a card, not Digimon. Overflowing Power technically does something similar, but it can only Digivolve from Digimon under your Tamers for their Digivolution cost. Likewise, it has no security effect other than adding it to hand and has no memory cost. But again, this is a player preference on what you want to play. But with these 5 new cards with BT21, does this really change the overall flow of how you could continue the hunt? For the deck profile, monimon is the supreme egg to use for this deck. On deletion, if this Digimon has save in its text, draw 1. There aren't really any other eggs I suggest for this build considering you run multiple color level 3s. Going strictly to any other level 3 might be problematic, though this build makes it really close to an all-purple baseline. Drakmon is the only non-purple level 3, and it has an on-play effect that lets you reveal up to 3 Tamer cards and place them at the bottom of your deck in any order. Then draw 1 for each card placed. Like most save cards, it has save on deletion. You can Digicross it with a Digimon card with save in its text to reduce its play cost by 2, and it provides some DP buffs. Gumdramon is going to assist most with draw power and filtering through the deck. Likewise, the new Gumdramon pitches cards to trash and then does the draw. While this could be viewed as detrimental, I do feel that if you're going to be trashing more often or think your matchups are going to trash more cards, Cross Up will definitely be more valuable. For level 4s, of course you're going to use the Arresterdramon from BT12, but because of the potential of floodgates, I do think you'll still want to run more shoutmons for the deletion of them. 2-Ormon helps with the Digivolve, but this will only be valuable when you Digivolve from level 3, as you can only get that special Digivolution condition from level 3, not level 4, unless of course it's black. This also provides the inheritable blocker, but hunter decks tend to lean more into aggro than defense. With of course Clockmon bringing in the jamming and more filtering. For the level 5s, of course it's going to be all Arresterdramon Superior modes, yes, all 4 copies of each one. No level 6s, but for your super top end you can choose to run quartzmon, or not at all. It's a one of and could be a none as well if your meta isn't really playing wide. Option wise, Lepony's build went with 1 cross up and 1 overflowing power. But with how you trash, I do think cross-up is the superior point here, as you could play Tamers as well with its effect and security. As for Tamers, you've got 2 Memory Setter Tagiruakashi, who also assists with reducing Digivolution cost for your saved Digimon. New Tagiruakashi adds another color for that superior mode. Taiki Kudo can place a card with save in its text under a Tamer to draw, and again, another reducer for Digivolution. While the new Tekikuro can only functionally work with the hero trait cards, in the form of Gumdramon, the Arresterdramon, and the Superior mode. But this card also does let you end of turn attack, which again, could be useful for ending games. Watchmaker simply does searching and gives additional security checks. Again, I want to give a huge shout out to Lepony for helping me with this video. I hope this was informative for you, and most of all, these lists aren't perfect, and for you to try out as a starting point. Make changes as you see fit for your individual player preferences and playstyle. What are your thoughts on Hunters, and is the deck in a superior state? Let me know your thoughts, and I'll catch you this week on more Digi content. This is DIGI-PANDA, logging out.